Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a celebrity reading, and I'm going to do a couple reading. First of all, I'm going to start with Tom Brady, who is a very well known American footballer. Now he has retired, and obviously he has been in a very interesting marriage with a model, supermodel, Giselle. And I want to do for both of them the reading, but I will start actually with Tom Brady. I looked into their astrology, and I have realized that one of the reasons why they have decided probably to go separate ways, it's purely because of their spiritual conflict with each other. Tom Brady, he is a Leo sun and ascendant is in Libra, but he has a lot of Cancer. He has a Venus Cancer and Moon in Aries. I personally myself have a Moon in Aries, and I know what it means to live with the spirit that is a fighter. And to have ascendant in Libra, it's all about diplomatic relationship, being sort of posed in a way that you not appealing to the environment as a very complicated, challenging figure. But having the Venus in Cancer makes you very romantic, and the passion that comes, probably from Aries with that fire, it's quite intimate. So Tom Brady probably was a very great when it comes to the romance. But when I looked into Giselle's astrology, it's a very different story. She's a very private and very cold spiritually, because she has ascendant in Capricorn, nevertheless that her sun sits in Cancer, but she is very much dominated by a very strong possessive energy and manipulative energy as a Capricorn with Moon in Scorpio. Very interesting dynamic. So she can be very jealous, very possessive, very cold when it comes to the romance. Nevertheless, we are doing Tom's reading, Tom Brady reading. So let's see what the cards will say. And I'm going to touch several aspects. First of all, the overall energy in his life, what he's going through. I am sure that it's not easy to go through the divorce, especially when kids are involved. We will touch, his career in terms of what he is planning to do next. We will look into family relationships, business relationships, challenges that he has, and an environment that he is operating. So Tom Brady and his spiritual general message. And please do let me know if you think this is resonant, and leave your comment, like, share, and subscribe. Help my channel to grow so I can do more of these type of readings. Okay, so we have the Empress, we have Nine of Cups, we have Magician, beautiful cards, really beautiful cards, Three of Swords, and the Five of Coins. Okay, so one by one, as overall card, the overall energy is Empress. And Empress very much for me speaks about the Leo energy, and Tom Brady, he is a Leo as the sun. However, it's a very strong feminine energy, so it could be, himself possessing that energy, or it could be very much that because he is in the process of going through divorce, making sure that his relationship needs to be friendly, you know, accommodating duo of children. The Empress for me speaks that he really has a quite close relationship and maintaining this sort of a good connection with his ex-wife Giselle. That could be very much, you know, her energy. Let's pull the clarifier and see what it means next. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups normally means the confusion and choices, options, and you see, you know, those cups having like various different items. And I think when we are talking about Tom's Brady energy, it's very much that he's thinking, have I made the right choice, or am I, you know, blinded by a confusion? Maybe that decision that I have made or we have made is, it's not the way to go. Because this card could also mean, you know, the choices that they had as individuals. And Tom Brady, he made as well, you know, a certain choice because he has a different vision for his future as an individual. So the energy itself probably feels quite confusing. I think he is questioning his relationship, the sustainability, and maintaining that good relationship with Giselle. Is it worth me doing that? Whether I should maybe to disconnect more, you know, to give myself a breathing space, breathing room, and how can I actually do that? Because at the end of the day, there is, like I say, involved children. Now, when it comes to, you know, to career and money, it's very good. Nine of Cups really speaks about dream coming true. So he made a very conscious decision of retiring. However, that opens the doors for something else, something new. And I'm sure that Tom knows already what he wants, you know, to do next. That is definitely, I feel, going to be involved with building relationships with people, maybe those who are less visible, maybe those who are less fortunate. His calling is about really to dedicate himself in helping other people. At the end of the day, he is, like I said, ascendant Libra. It's all about people, relationship. It could be as well, like I say, really dedicating himself to charity work. Let's have a look at what the clarifier will say. We have the Page of Wands. It definitely his energy as the Leo sun. So Tom Brady, I think he's going to get involved more, let's say, marketing himself in terms of spreading the message, because Page of Wands is a very much a passionate message. So he could be becoming, you know, a promoter, getting involved people, young people in the, you know, realms where he started his career. That could be very much educating younger people or helping those, like I say, less privileged to come in their success. So he knows that he has now, you know, a life ahead him, many years that he can actually help to others, because he has built his life, his fortune, his, you know, he has enough that he can actually share with others and share the knowledge and expertise in terms of inspiring other people. So it's a very, you know, I would say very obvious, right, cards, but this is the energy that I'm getting. Now, when it comes to relationship, family, we got the Magician. The Magician itself says that behind, you know, the scenes, something is brewing. There is a certain magic. And I have to say, I sense that, you know, the cosmic energy really have put and Tom and Giselle through this experience, for a reason. They came together to be in the life for a reason. Maybe, to have a family, maybe to experience this beautiful love, beautiful moments of joy. And that was promised for a certain time. That was their destiny. Now, the magician itself, for me, speaks that something else is coming. There is a magic. There is something else in Tom's Brady life that's going to surprise him, really. I would say just something what he hasn't expected is coming. And I think because the Tom's Brady astrology birth chart is very strongly influenced by Pluto. And I'm doing this reading when Pluto is moving to Aquarius as of this day. So I can guarantee that Tom Brady is going to have a new relationship. And this card to receive in relationship for me really resonant, that there is a magic behind the scenes, something invisible. There is some sort of, magic happening even without him realizing. What else we can have here in terms clarifying? Knight of Wands. I feel that he's going to meet a soulmate, maybe another soulmate. A person that he hasn't really imagined, to have anything to do. That person comes so unexpectedly in his life, like I would say a rain in a very hot summer's day. And when we have the Knight of Wands, not only that this person is a very well established, but they have equally the same passion. This person equally shares the same values, and I would say very much likely to be sun sign Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So someone who actually knows what it means to have that fire in your belly. Tom Hardy, again, I just remind you, he has the moon in Aries. And that is the fire, that is a double fire because his sun sign is Leo. So it's very interesting to see that someone that will be coming, it will be equally carrying the same fire in them. And that will be very magical. Now, when it comes to the environment, we have Three of Swords. Of course, pain to make a change. Pain because of divorce, pain because you have thought that your life is going to be a certain way. You have your plans, with one individual, you have children with that individual. And of course, it is painful to go separate ways. It is painful recognizing that you outgrown that common goal to be together. Of course, because you have made, vows, gave those vows in front of the God, and you committed to be together, and things changing. Of course it is heartache, of course it is painful, but life has a different plan for you. And that's what I want to say for Tom Brady. He is definitely a different plan, even if it is painful now to go and experience this separation, divorce, and change and restructure. So many good things are coming down the line. And what we have, the Two of Coins. Again, like I say, things are at the moment in sort of air. You still don't know how things will land. Maybe still are going, through different procedures. Pentacles really speaks about finance, really speaks about, tangible material things. You need, to settle those divorce plans, who is having what, kids, where they are staying, when, what days, how much, money we are giving, to each other, what we are going to do. It's a lot about the finance, the tangible piece, how my life will look like in terms of, the future without you. So Tom is really thinking about this. He's He's a very smart individual, and plus having ascendant in Libra, he really wants, to have that less painful as possible. He wants to be diplomatic. He wants, to be fair. He wants to give that, fair, let's say, outcome for all of them. The family is still there. Nevertheless, that mom and, dad go separate ways. There are kids who will be there always, connecting them and reminding about that beautiful journey. Nevertheless, like I say, both of them are going to experience a change, a different plan given by the universe. Conflict challenge. He made a decision, and it's so not even surprising, but I think it's so accurate when the cards really shows this, current circumstances. Challenging to walk away from something that you have built. 5 of coins. It's, your life, spending in a marriage 13 years, being in love, and then suddenly you decide, to walk from all of it. You decide to walk from all that abundance, financial, career, the marriage, because there is a soul calling. There is something else. You rather choose to be, your choice is rather to be, in the cold. These cards showing someone, being disabled, someone being in cold, maybe, deprived from food, right? So for him, it would be exactly the same. Tom Brady, he is experiencing, that, well, I know what I'm walking away is something beautiful, something, that I have built, but it's not for me. I cannot connect, to her soul. I know that we are very different because my soul has changed. And the clarifier, Ace of Swords, he made a decision. He had one day woke up and he had this sort of vision saying to him, enough is enough. I cannot carry on anymore like this. My soul craving for a connection that is deeper than what we have here. So I feel that Tom Brady is gonna go through a very big spiritual awakening. He's definitely going to feel this. And the fact is, having ascendant in Libra, currently we having a huge transformation. Pluto is going into Aquarius. He's very strong in his birth chart, very strong Pluto. And because that North Node is shifting their axe and it's going to be Aries, Libra, so that's really what it's all about. He has activated, the destiny, having the Aries moon, that soul, in that North Node, it's your direction, where you're going. And, opposition, it's your relationship, the past that you cannot repeat. So he's moving away from unhealthy relationships because he knows that his calling is to find that real soulmate. And I know I am normally more into the cards rather than, a birth chart, but I think it is so important to emphasize these cosmical changes that are impacting all of us, no matter if we are celebrities or we are, a normal, people who are doing, normal jobs in our life. Cosmic energy impacts all of us. And nevertheless, that it was a beautiful love story. Your soul knows what it wants. It leads you, it challenges you. And even if it is very painful, you have to go through this challenging journey. So we'll leave you with this. I hope you enjoyed Tom Brady reading. Very magical, very spiritual, very profound. Good luck, and I will see you soon. Take care.